Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. Finally the river season's here and it is not June the 16th right now, it is actually June the 20th. And that is because I was too busy working on the last video that you guys would have just seen. And that was one where I used the glasses hooked up to an underwater camera to see underwater while I'm fishing. If you haven't yet watched it, don't forget to check it out, it's on the channel. And today I'm out finally hitting the rivers, and it's not my usual river, it's not my local. I've gone to a river that I've only ever fished once before in my life. I fished it last year and now it's got plenty of chub. And what do chub love this time of year? A topwater bait. And this is what I'm going to be using today. Little tiny cicadas, little savage gear, 3.3 centimetre baits. Absolutely perfect for this job. Before I even jumped into the water, I've had some action, so I know this session's going to go really well. I'm going to stop talking now, let's get cracked on with some fishing and get some more fish on the bank. Chub right down under my feet. There's chub right under this bank. Yes, we got one straight away. Oh my God. I didn't realise it was chub right down under this bank. I was just setting up, about to get in the water, and he absolutely inhaled that bait. Oh my God, would you look at that? The cicada is straight down that pike's gullet. He nailed it. Let's get this one unhooked and I'm going to cast straight back out there because I saw some more out there. I don't want to mess around with this one on the bank and lose the opportunity with those fish that are still out there. But that is already an amazing chub. Probably getting on for £3, maybe about £3. Just going to attach my bag to my net magnet, just so we can sit nicely in the water there. Just gonna make one more cast in this spot. I did not expect to get a chub that fast in this area. I should have paid closer attention to the fish that were down there. I think there's some downstream. Oh, there we go, another one, right down the margin this time. So cool. That is how we like it. 2 chub in 2 casts. This is amazing. In fact, that one's hooked right on the edge of the lip. I'm going to be careful with this one. I'm actually going to risk it for a biscuit, risk losing the fish, and just hand line it. There we go, another one the same size. Cicada, right on the edge of his mouth log. That one's better than the first one. Get him straight in the net with this one. I don't think I can fit any more chub in there, so I'll give it one more cast and then we'll take a look at these fish. I wonder if there's any more tucked underneath this bank, because that one was actually tucked just underneath this margin. It'd be really interesting to see if there's any more down there. It came out and blew it up right down this near side bank. There we go, there was another one. There really was another one down there. Oh my God, he felt the hook though. I don't think he's going to come back for that. That is 2 top quality chub on back-to-back casts. How amazing is that? Both these fish are about £3 each, caught in a few seconds. I almost had a third one as well. Saying that I wouldn't have been able to hold 3 up to the camera, would I? That is amazing spot on the top water. You cannot beat it. Haha. Absolutely beautiful fish. What a mad way to start the session today. I'm supposed to be wading all day. I didn't expect to get action that quick. Turn up to the bank, there was chub in the margin straight away, and they absolutely nailed this little bait. This bait is a Savage Gear Cicada. It's 3.3 centimetres. And the whole reason I chose this bug bait to use today was because the time of year. There's loads of bugs hatching, there's damselflies, there's dragonflies. This particular water is covered in damselflies. They're all over the place. And when they fall into the water, when they get caught up in the current, they'll be struggling on the surface, a bit like this little cicada will, and the chub come up and they absolutely annihilate it. Usually when I'm fishing these kind of rivers, I'll go for a much lighter setup, like a 1 to 8 gram or maybe 3 to 13 gram. But because this river is so full of snags and these chub are actually really quite hard fighting, I've had to bulk it up a little bit. So I've got a 5 to 18 gram Savage Gear SG4. It's a light game rod. It's 8'3". Bit of extra length is perfect for when you're top water fishing. You generally want a longer rod, that way it helps you to connect to them bites a lot quicker. The reel that I'm using is an Abu Garcia Spike spinning reel, loaded with 12-pound sick braid. And because we're targeting these chub today and this water has a very, very little to no pike density at all, I'm using a 12-pound Berkeley's Trilene fluorocarbon. The cicadas aren't the only baits I brought with me today. I've also brought little spinner baits. You can't really beat them on small streams. Trout, chub, everything on a litre spinner. Let's get cracked on. It's a beautiful place, really, really untouched, unfished. Let's get a few more on the bank. Now this is a really tricky cast. I'm sure I can see some chub behind the tree up there, but the tree overhangs this way, meaning I'm gonna have to do a cast really low, sort of side swipe it. That wasn't bad. There we go, fish on, yes, yes. That's how we do it. Oh, he's hooked weird. Let's be careful with this one. That is a real good sized fish, this tiny river. And when they're feisty, they're smashing the top water and they look like this, it makes it even more special. You never really know what these tiny little streams and rivers are going to throw up, but this is an absolutely stunning fish to go along with the others that I've already caught this session. That was on the top water, once again on the cicada. Fishing don't really get any better than this, does it? I think I'm gonna have to go with a sinking bait, so we're gonna go out there with a spinner bait now. Abu Garcia drop-in spinner. Oh this, oh no, ow. Lost two in a row then, had 2 hits in a row. Oh, didn't they stay on the hook? There we go, another one. Oh, straight after. That must have built their aggression up, having those 2 hits. God, you need this stronger rod, especially for these slightly bigger ones. Just handline him. And he just hooked, look, 1 hook point. That is the biggest one so far. Oh no. We dropped in between my legs, but that was a fish of 4 pound easy. Definitely the biggest one so far. We don't mind, we're catching loads of fish. We don't mind if we let a few get dropped back in. That's one of the beauties of being stood in the river, is that you can just unhook them, let them go, and don't have to get them out onto the bank, don't have to get them onto an unhooking mat. Quick release. Whoa, whoa, I wasn't even doing anything. I was sat completely still, wondering about where I was gonna go and where I was gonna cast. And that chub just nailed it. I wasn't even reeling in. That's a lovely little chub. On the way back downstream. I'll just chuck him straight back because he's not a very big one compared to the ones that we have been catching. Yeah, definitely there. I can see it. Oh, there we go. Got another one. That's a tiny one. Wasn't too hard in the end. Oh, there we go. There we go. That was so cool. I was actually just jigging the spinner, like hopping it up and down off the bottom down this margin. Look at that. Proof I actually nailed it, because that just looked a bit ridiculous, didn't it? I was just hopping it up and down off the bottom. Basically like a jig, jigging the spinner. And this one just went down, bang, absolutely nailed it. It is chub one after another today, and they're all absolutely beautiful. This is one of about 2.5 pounds, something like that. They're all absolutely amazing fish to catch. Put up a great scrap, and that one was on the spinner. And I wasn't even working it like a conventional spinner, I was basically just twitching on the bottom. You can see a couple under there actually. Let's see if it'll work again. There, we've got another one. We're doing exactly the same thing. Just dropped it down into the slack water, and I was just twitching that little spinner bait up and down off the bottom, and that feels like a better fish. Oh, that is a much better fish. I was actually going to turn the GoPro off and just carry on down the river, and I'm really glad that I actually stopped and give it one more go. Not a method that I would normally use, but it's like it's such a deep hole. They don't like the soft plastics, they're not liking the jerk baits. We're dropping the spinner onto the bottom. That's how they're taking it. I don't know why I'm not using my net. That is a gorgeous fish. Just on the front lip. Must have just gone down and picked that one up. He's hooked right in the bottom lip. In fact, I should have netted that one. This one's really big. In one of them areas that I like to call nature's own unhooking mat, I'm actually on a bed of streamer weed here, which is absolutely perfect for holding fish on. It's beautiful flowering. This is the best time of year, isn't it? And sure, these fish are great to catch on coarse gear, but when you're using lures, spinners, topwater baits, I don't know why, it makes it 10 times more enjoyable in my own personal opinion. And this fish got an absolutely great scrap. I actually caught it just jigging the spinner up and down off the bottom into a margin where it was about 4 or 5 foot deep. Second fish I caught from that spot as well. Absolutely awesome. You cannot beat it. Right, this one's really eager, let's get him back. Whoa! Whoa! I was just jigging the spinner behind a tree. I'm so glad I've got the GoPro recording for that. Oh my God, what have I hooked? This is a chub. It's a chub. How amazing is that? I was just dropping it in behind this cover, being silly with it, thinking maybe a perch or something might snap at it. I had a bump quite early on, couldn't tell what it was. It must have been one of these guys. Well guys, I'm afraid that's it. It's time for me to go home. I really wish I didn't have to. I could have stayed out easily another hour or two. The fishing is absolutely incredible. I've caught maybe 6, 7, 8 chub, I'm not quite sure, and lost maybe 4 or 5 as well. Absolutely insane fishing. Total fishing time around about 4 hours. So that is absolutely incredible. If you want to check out any of the stuff that I've used today, those cicadas got absolutely blown up, but the spinnerbait, that was a cleanup crew. Absolutely cleared up. That's the drop-in spinner, but like I say, the full setup I'll leave down in the description below. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to, like the video if you liked it, and I'll catch you guys later. What do you want me to do next? Some more river fishing? Some more little stream fishing? Some trout? What do you want? I'll catch you guys later.